Good evening, good evening, good evening. I welcome all of you to this tax Navratri batch. In this batch, for next 9 days, we are going to touch 9 critical topics. Yes, 9 critical topics in the subject of tax. This batch is common for CA Intermediate, CA Final, CS Professional, CS Executive, CMA Inter, CMA Final. Is the point clear to all of you? That this batch is exactly for whom? Is the point clear? Tax remains tax. My dear friends, tax remains tax. Yes. So I'll be telling you in the middle of this batch that yes, so and so part is not applicable for so and so students. So if at that point, if those students want, they can exit from the batch. Just for example, today the topic of discussion is valuation under GST. Yes, you all know valuation under GST. So first we will do that valuation part, which is common for all levels of all exams. Then in last part of the session, we'll go to rules of valuation, which is applicable specifically for all the final levels. Agreed? And not applicable for CA Intermediate. So at that point of time, CA Intermediate students can leave the batch. Is it clear to all of you? So how this batch could be common for all? Did you get the logic? And yes, 90% of the batch is going to be in English and 10% in Hindi. But I do assure to all the students from South India that you will not miss out on anything, because every technical concept will be covered in English. Okay, so be assured about that. So is it clear to all of you? So English, Hindi and language will not make any difference in the conduct of this batch. Is it clear to all of you? Just keep on talking with me in the chat window. So yes, we are always connected. Yes, very good, very good. Yes, sir. Clear, Kashish is saying. Sukheta is saying, that's great, sir. Very good. Ankush, hello. How are you, Ankush? Hi, Prachi. Hi, Prasuna. Yes, will we get recordings of this batch? That's the question of few students. Yes, you're going to get recordings of this batch valid for next 3.5 months. Okay, so till December 31st, these recordings will be valid. They will be given to you on the app. Will we get notes of this batch? Yes, you will get notes of this batch. You will get a link of notes in your WhatsApp group. Okay, as well they will be uploaded on the app. So yes, be assured, whatever 9 topics we are going to cover, I am sure you are going to enjoy and benefit a lot out of that. Is it clear, all of you? तो ऐसा होता है ना, एक माहौल होता है. Yes, I'll do that. I'll share the link of the app. Don't worry about that. एक ऐसा होता है ना, what happens at time of this 9 nights Navratri. Yes, we all enjoy dandiya. We all, have that josh, because there is huge energy in this atmosphere, isn't it? So I thought, my dear friends, for us CACS CMA students, where exams are around the corner, let us grab that energy, let us use that energy and divert it in our studies. Yes or no? Yes, this time Ankush is saying the dandiya or the garba is with scale and calculator. Yes, very good, very good. See, energy required to play dandiya, energy required to enjoy that way, and energy required to enjoy your academics is the same energy, isn't it? So why not use that energy in academics in this year, so that we can excel and get wonderful results, right? Chalo friends, so it's 9:15, 9:12 to be precise. So let's start with our technical discussion of valuation under GST. Shall we do that? Shall we start our technical discussion of valuation under GST? Yes, yes. I'm really very happy to see your enthusiasm. Okay. And after every 1 hour, you will take a small 5 minutes break. Okay. So 1 hour, then 5 minutes break. Next 1 hour, 5 minutes break. And then last 1 hour. That's how we'll divide this 9 to 12 session. Is it fine? Chalo, all set? Shall we start? So friends, which section of CGST Act talks about assessable value or talks about valuation? Valuation, as you all know, is discussed in section 15 of CGST Act 2017. Yes. What is the meaning of assessable value? Why do we need to find out assessable value is my question. We need to find assessable value because assessable value is the transaction value. Assessable value is that value on which you are going to pay GST, isn't it? So value to pata honi chahiye. You should be aware of the value on which GST is supposed to be paid. Yes or no? Yes. ये एक goods है. These are one goods which I am selling to you for 200 rupees. And on this GST is to be charged, isn't it? So on what value will you charge GST? That's the question. So the value on which you will charge GST is assessable value. That assessable value is nothing but transaction value. क्या है assessable value? Assessable value is transaction value, right? Is it clear to all of you what is assessable value? So देखो आज इन 3 घंटों में in this next 3 hours our discussion will be right from what is assessable value till the rules of assessable value. तो आप बोलोगे सर ये तो आधे घंटे में खत्म हो जाएगा. You will say this will get over in half an hour. Then what are we going to do for till 12 o'clock? Friends, it's not only about telling you the provisions, it is about solving the questions as well. Okay, some new questions, some questions which were done from the main batch, but all such possible questions which are required from your exam perspective and from perspective of understanding this topic. Clear है सबके लिए? मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ? Is it clear to all of you? So friends, assessable value is transaction value. Yes. What is the meaning of the word transaction value? Transaction value is price actually paid or payable for supply of goods or services or both. Yes. मैंने आपको याद है? Do you remember? I sold these goods to you for how much? For how much in my example I sold these goods to you? These goods I have sold to you for rupees 200. You remember that? Yes, no? Yes. So 200 becomes assessable value. GST will be charged on that rupees 200. Is it agreed? So assessable value is transaction value. Transaction value is price actually paid or payable for supply of goods or services or both. But friends, दो conditions satisfy होने चाहिए. 2 conditions should be satisfied. What are those 2 conditions that should be satisfied? 1, supplier and recipient of supply should not be related to each other. And secondly, price should be the sole consideration for the supply. Sole consideration means what? What's the meaning of the word sole? Sole का मतलब होता है only, correct? So when I and you are not related to each other and only amount that I am charging you, only consideration that I am expecting from you is rupees 200, then rupees 200 is called as assessable value. Is it agreed to all of you? Yes. So there are two conditions to be satisfied. हमें वो दो conditions भी समझ में आ गए. If I want to go bit technical, this was given in section 15 subsection 1. Agreed? This was given in section 15 subsection 1 of CGST Act. Yes, subsection 1. What is subsection 2? Subsection 2 are inclusions. Yes. What are the inclusions? मतलब क्या क्या include होना चाहिए while computing assessable value? Yes, what should be included? So there are 5 things that should be included. Can we call this 5 things as 5? We can say clauses. They go as A, B, C, D, E. There are such 5 clauses. क्या है पहला clause? क्या include होना चाहिए? Include होना चाहिए taxes. But which taxes? Only those taxes other than GST. Agreed? GST छोड़ के जो taxes है वो होने चाहिए include. Wonderful, wonderful. Second, क्या include होना चाहिए? Include होना चाहिए any expenses which are incurred by recipient of supply on behalf of supplier. मतलब means this amount should have been paid by supplier. It was whose obligation to pay particular amount? It was obligation of supplier to pay particular amount. Supplier का obligation था. It was obligation of supplier. But who has paid? But who has paid? Recipient of supply has paid. Correct? So it was my responsibility. I am supplier. It was my responsibility to transport goods till your location. Okay. So I hired a transporter and I have seen to it that goods reached to your premises. But after the goods reached your premises, the transporter's bill I asked you to pay. आपने पे किया वो transporter का bill on my behalf. You paid the transporter's bill on my behalf. So now, doesn't it mean that I am recovering extra amount from you? क्या इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि I am recovering extra amount from you? Yes, obviously. तो क्या होना चाहिए? What should happen? Such amount should be included or such amount should be excluded? क्या लगता है आपको? Yes, that amount of course should be included. Wonderful, wonderful. What a wonderful audience I have got. Very good. तो ये सब आपको नोट्स आ जाएंगे ड्राइव में. So don't worry about writing the notes right now. जो मैं बोलूँगा उतना ही लिखो बस, बाकी आपको नोट्स आ जाएंगे. करेक्ट? फोकस ऑन अंडरस्टैंडिंग. मेन बैच में तो हम प्रैक्टिस भी लेते लिखने की, बट अभी कैसे सब टॉपिक्स हमें मतलब इन 3 घंटों में ख़त्म करने, तो मे बी राइटिंग प्रैक्टिस में नॉट बी पॉसिबल ऑफ ऑल द थिंग्स. सिलेक्टिव राइटिंग प्रैक्टिस वी कैन डू, बट सब पॉसिबल नहीं है. जिन जिन लोगों ने मेन बैच किया उनको तो पता ही है. मैं आस्क यू वन क्वेश्चन कि इनमें से कौन ऐसा है जिसने मेरी मेन बैच नहीं की है? Who are such students who are attending only this revision and have not done main batch of mine? Yes, let me know. Okay, यश. तो यश, जो भी मैंने अभी तक डिस्कस किया आपको समझ में आया? पुरुषोत्तम? Yes. Okay, Prasunna, you have started with income tax. Deepika? Okay. Huh, that's fine, that's fine. Kashish, you have watched my recordings, means as good as you have done main batch, right? That's what you're asking, na Kashish? Yes, no problem. That means you have done my main batch. Okay. So Deepika and Purushottam, you have to done the main batch. I'm asking who have not done main batch, and still are you able to understand was my question. So yes, I got the answer from Yash and Prasunna, are you getting it? What we discussed till now? Yes. Some topics done. Okay. Okay. No problem. Let's continue. So, you understood what is clause B. What is clause C? Clause C is expenses which are incidental to supply. Incidental to supply means what is happening? Suppose I sold this mouse to you for 200 and I said that out of 200 if I said 10 rupees is packing. So now is accessible value 190 or is accessible value 200? So friends, accessible value continues to be, yes, it continues to be rupees 200 because accessible value is supposed to include such expenses which are incidental to supply. So packing, transport, commission, installation charges, insurance, ये सब क्या बन जाते हैं? All of these become expenses which are incidental to supply. Yes, wonderful. Yes, very good, Sridhar. Even design and development charges. Yes, wonderful. ये हो गया आपके 3 inclusions. These are your 3 inclusions. Which is the 4th inclusion? 4th inclusion is any interest, late fees, penalty? Yes or no? Whatever this interest, late fees, penalty is recovered from recipient of supply. Yes? क्या हुआ? What happened? Recipient of supply made a delay in making you the payment. तो आपने recipient of supply से क्या recover किया? What all you recovered from recipient of supply? You recovered the main amount plus interest. Yes? In my example, ये 200 rupees का माउस है. Okay, ऐसे 1 लाख रुपए के माउस बेचे. I sold such mouse of 1 lakh rupees. Okay, and I gave a credit period of 30 days. But that person did not pay me in 30 days. Understood or not? So I expected and I asked that person to pay me interest. So he paid me 2,01,000. Now what is the accessible value? Is accessible value 2 lakh or is accessible value 2,01,000? Wonderful. Now accessible value is 2,01,000. Yes. So is this point clear to all of you? Friends, अब आता है, now comes the most critical point. Now comes the most critical point for all students, जिसमें मैंने देखा है कि students get confused. Okay, the next point which we are doing, I have generally observed in my multiple batches that students get confused in the next point which I am dealing with. That point is of subsidy. Yes, that point is of subsidy. Before going to subsidy, I will tell you one thing. What is subsidy? इसमें ही बहुत लोगों का confusion है. Correct? Not related directly to GST, but if I tell you one point that under Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, under a PMAY, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, say 2,50,000 rupees of subsidy is given on purchase of house. So a builder sold you house for 50 lakh rupees. My question is, how much will builder collect from you and how much will builder collect from government? Yes, builder will collect from you, Anup, very good, 47 lakh 50,000, right? Yes, 10. Some of you are missing 10. Builder will collect from you 47,50,000 and builder will collect from government 2,50,000. Agreed? Now my dear friends, assume we are not talking about house, we are talking about some machine, because house का example GST में दे नहीं सकते. We are talking about a machine जो आपने आपके फैक्ट्री के लिए परचेस की है, which you have purchased for your factory and government has given you subsidy of 2.5 lakhs. Now please tell me friends, what is the assessable value? 47,50,000 or 50 lakhs? Because what is the provision is you should include any subsidies linked to the price but other than central and state government subsidy. So क्या होना चाहिए with central and state government subsidy? What should happen with central and state government subsidy? Include or exclude? Answer me that way. Central and state government subsidy, very good Ketki, Kashish, Anup, Yash, Darshan. You should, and Aditya, yes, you should not include or you should exclude. Wonderful, wonderful. Exclude karni chahiye. Now in this case, final answer will be 47,50,000 of assessable value. Do you agree with me? Yes, wonderful. So friends, do you agree that there is two ways of giving data in the question? One way of giving data is I will give you directly figure of 47,50,000 and say that the given price is after government subsidy. So your final answer will be 47,50,000. Do you agree? Yes. And so this is the most common way. If nothing is given in the question, you always assume that given figure is after subsidy. क्या ये point clear है सबको? That if nothing is given, it is assumed that given point is after subsidy. Yes, wonderful. If friends 50 lakhs is given and it is said that 2.5 lakhs of subsidy is given, but subsidy is not considered in the above amount of 50 lakhs. This is exceptional case that information is given like this. Then you will do 50 lakhs minus 2.5 lakhs. Agreed? Yes or no? सब quickly बोल दो मुझे chat window में. Yes चैतन्य, very good. समझ में आया कि नहीं? Wonderful, wonderful. आपके जो chat window है, chat box है, comments है, that I am reading on my mobile. That's why I am looking down in between to check your answers. Wonderful, wonderful. अब थोड़ा situation change करते हैं. मशीन है, situation थोड़ा extend करते हैं, थोड़ा और hypothetical चीजें लेके आते हैं उसमें. Machine है, machine is there, machine's price is 50 lakh, central government subsidy is 2.5 lakh. Yes or no? Yes. Now friends, if it so happens that there is another subsidy, that another subsidy is of NGO and that NGO subsidy is say 50,000. Now tell me what is the assessable value. Other facts remain the same. Other facts remain the same. Original price of machine 50 lakh, government subsidy 2,50,000, NGO subsidy 50,000. Wonderful. Final answer is 47,50,000. Very good. May God bless you. Wonderful answers you are giving. Wonderful, wonderful. 47,50,000 is absolutely correct answer. Now my another question to you is, how much is recovered from customer in this case? In this case, from customer, we are recovering how much? From customer, we are recovering 47 lakh only. Very good. From customer, we are recovering 47 lakhs only. But we will collect GST on how much? But as discussed, we will collect GST on 47 lakh 50,000. Wonderful. Wonderful, Kaushik. I hope you understood, Kaushik. Yes. Deepika, you're in line with me? You're on the same page with me? Yes. Very good. Those who might be watching recording afterwards, did you get it? Those who have any doubt and those who are watching recording can WhatsApp me. The contact number is in front of you. Yes. Wonderful. Wonderful. I think we'll go ahead. You understood point of subsidies. We should include any subsidies, understand, linked to the price of the goods is important point, that it should be linked to price of the goods so that that subsidy can be included. And what you should exclude is central government and state government subsidy. Wonderful. We'll go ahead to exclusions. Exclusions are given in actually section 15 subsection 3. It's not subsection 2, it is subsection 3. Agreed now? Yes. So section 15 subsection 3 will talk about exclusion. Mainly what to exclude? Discount. Two things in discount: such discount which is given before supply, such discount which is given after supply. Then why two different clauses? Yes, two different clauses, because when I'm talking about discount before supply, it's very simple to exclude it, because that much amount is never recovered from recipient of supply. So एक ही condition है for before supply, that such discount should be recorded in the invoice. इतनी simple condition. Yes or no? That such discount should be recorded in the invoice. Wonderful. Example of such discount is trade discount. Yes, someone said it, that yes, Sridhar, yes. Example is trade discount. And now when we are talking about after supply, there are three conditions to be satisfied. Three conditions to be satisfied are: one, yes, the terms and conditions of the discount should exist at the time of supply. Okay, ऐसा नहीं है कि बाद में जाके डिस्काउंट देने का डिसाइड किया है. From beginning only it is decided that if so and so activity is done, discount will be given. Yes, that is called as wonderful. That is called as terms and conditions should exceed or should, you can say, exist, not exceed, it should exist at the time of supply. Second, what is second? Second is that it should be linked to the invoice. The discount which is given should be linked to the invoice. मतलब 10 sales किए मैंने आपको, I have done 10 sales to you, so there are 10 different invoices. Now I am giving you discount of 20,000. It should be known that discount of 20,000 is exactly against which invoice. And lastly, friends, lastly, most important point, because I sold goods to you, it was my output tax. Do you agree? Because I sold the goods to you, it was my output tax. Yes. Second, secondly, because it was output tax for me, it's an ITC for you. Do you agree? Because it's output tax for me, it is ITC for you. If I am excluding the discount, you should reduce your ITC. Yes or no? That's why Yes, Astha, I will just modify the point. That's why the point is input tax credit attributable to the amount of discount should be reversed by recipient of supply. ITC को reverse करना है. By who should reverse ITC? Recipient of supply should reverse ITC. Yes. So I hope it's clear to all of you. So these are the important 3 conditions to be satisfied. Yes. Wonderful, wonderful. Ab dekho, someone has asked me, who has asked me? Vansh. That again explain the first point. Sure, sure, no problem. And Yash is saying, please repeat this point. Okay. Yash ji, ये मैंने मेन बैच में बहुत ही डेप्थ में डिस्कस किया है पॉइंट. मैं आपको फिर से मतलब समझाने की कोशिश करता हूँ. आई ट्राई टू एक्सप्लेन इट टू यू अगेन. चेक. फर्स्ट आई एम टेलिंग द फर्स्ट कंडीशन. फर्स्ट कंडीशन इज दैट I sold you goods for 1 lakh rupees. Then afterwards I gave you discount of 2000 rupees. It was there in the terms and conditions that discount of 2% can be given if so and so condition is satisfied. Since you have satisfied the condition, I have given you discount. Got the first condition once. Not that haphazardly I gave you discount. I gave you discount because such discount existed in the terms and conditions of the supply. That's why I gave you the discount. Only such discount can be excluded from the value. Is it clear to you, Vansh? Vansh had asked me to tell once more. So I just repeated the point for him. Yes. Okay, very good. And now Yash is asking me to repeat the third condition. Okay. Simple है देखो Yash. Third condition. I sold goods to you for 1 lakh. Okay, Swati is asking, what if there are no return transactions of supply? Swati, please just reframe your question and put it. First, I will just take up the question of Acha, no, Swati, there are supposed to be return terms and conditions. Yes, in writing the terms and conditions should be there. Okay, chalo. Whose question? Yes. Yash, I sold goods Yash for 1 lakh rupees. For how much? 1 lakh. GST on that is 18%. Did you understand? GST on that is 18%. So 1 lakh 18,000. Yes or no? Yes. 1 lakh 18,000. Now what happened is, after few days you paid in time. So I decided to give you discount of 2000 rupees. I decided to give you discount of rupees 2000. Agreed? Do you understand that in first instance for me output tax was 18,000 and for you ITC was 18,000 in first instance? Do you agree with me? Yes, very good. Now when I am giving you discount of 2000 and I am saying I want to exclude it, then on 2000 rupees can you calculate what is GST at 18%? So don't you think that 360 rupees my output tax will go down? Yes, my output tax will go down by 360. So your ITC should also go down by 360. Do you agree with me? Yes, wonderful. That's the condition. You should reduce ITC so that I can reduce my output tax. Reducing output tax means I will reduce the value. Is it clear? Yes. So in the main batch, yes, in the main batch we have done all these things with accounting entries. You will be surprised, but we go in lot of depth in the main batches. Okay, chalo. So in this revision batch, we can now go to sums based on 15, 1, 2 and 3. Shall we go to the sums? Yes. As of now, you focus on what is there on your screen. Post today's session, I'll immediately forward these notes to you. Is this visible to all of you? Achintya's question. Okay, okay. 1 second. Just give me 1 second. Yes, I'll do that immediately. I'll share the document with all of you. Don't worry friends, I got your concern. Give me 1 moment. तब तक मुझे बोलो chat window में, how is your overall studies going on? Yes, all of you please mute, because it might, disturb other participants. Acha, need to work more hard. Yes, so good Prasanna that you have realized that. Good, just one subject going hard. Okay, which is that subject? You are giving both the module Shubham. Okay, a lot more needed in audit. Okay, Prachi, tax is only tough. Okay, let's work on that. Astha going well, very good. Prasanna, company law. Okay, I'm so happy now that you know your what? You know your weak area, that itself is a victory. Please work on that weak area which you are telling me. Okay, theory is tough for you. Okay, find some solution. Yes, sharing, Purushottam ji, sharing the notes. Now training is also there, how to manage. We'll take one session on that, on time management, how it is to be done. I had taken initiative of such session on one of the Sunday, but very few students attended it. I was eager to guide you on that. Okay. Yes, Vaishnavi was there in that session. Yes, Prasanna, we will take a session on securing exemption. Yes, I'll make timetable for both the modules. I was intending to do that in that session, which very few of you attended. Acha Vansh, no problem. So Kashish, now Navratri will continue for 9 days. So isn't it more valuable than those tax satsangs? It was one of the Sunday. We will soon, we will soon plan all these sessions which you are saying. That's why good I asked you. You are having issue with answer writing in the tax for professional exams. Okay, that should not ideally happen, Astha, given the practice that we have done in the class. So that should not ideally happen, but still what I would suggest you is take out past 3 question papers, try solving them, put a timer and try solving them, and then evaluate yourself with the model answers. For IDT, any tips for CMA? You will get in these 9 days. Yes, I would say In these 9 days you will get, you know, answer writing tips and learning tips of tax. For Ketki, what happens? Smaller theory topics is the issue. Okay. Yes, Shubham, you don't worry about MCQs. I will cover. But before that, Shubham, what I would like to tell you is, you are at executive level. It's compulsory for you to solve entire taxman cracker. Ne don't even leave a single question from taxman cracker. If you do that, your exemption is guaranteed. Of course, with understanding. Huh? Yes, Ketki will. I'll tell you how to go about it. What can we do for professional? What you want me to do for professional? Kavsai, who is saying that, can you share the video in the group as well? I am going to give you the video in the app, so there is no problem. All that will happen by tomorrow evening. You will start getting the video of this, don't worry. MCQs for CA Inter, what you do is, you know what you should do. MCQs for CA Inter. Institute has given one wonderful, what? One wonderful document on MCQs. Please do that. Isn't the same taxman cracker applicable for CS final tax? Swati, of course, I have given you taxman cracker. What is the doubt? I did not get your doubt actually. Please tell me what's your doubt, Swati. Acha, guaranteed exemption, of course. It is applicable. That hack you are saying, hack, okay. Of course, yes. If you do that taxman cracker with full understanding, obviously. Yes, yes, yes. Separate marathon for direct tax and international tax. Yes. I will take this suggestion seriously. I will do it. Prachi, yes. Okay, so I have been reading your suggestions. Aggregate अटक रहा है. अच्छा. No, 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 no. ऐसा नहीं होगा प्राची. There is some strategy mistake. We'll rectify that. You don't worry about it. We'll rectify that. अभी आपसे 9 दिन जुड़ूंगा ना. These 9 days. We will rectify all these things. Don't worry. Okay, 1 minute में what I'll do is I'll, you know, put this folder called as notes for students on the Google Drive and share the link with you. Is that okay? Yeah, yeah. I'll do a folder upload. So in next 1 minute you will get the link on the WhatsApp group. In that link, anyone with the link, yes. Yes, so see now, so good sort of break you are having, isn't it? So no separate break now. What you are asking me, that exemption tips and all now, you will get that slowly, steadily. Less, okay, you are saying lesson with expected marks for each chapter. It's done, Shubham, in the Taxman Cracker. I am only the author of Taxman Cracker. I have only done that. Check on the first pages of Taxman Cracker. You will get it. Less chapter wise expected marks for each of the chapter. Use it now. Taxman Cracker is very important tool. Prasuna, just 1 second. I am sending you. %89. Just you are getting a nice sort of break. Check, the link is now sent to you. Yes, chalo, open that link. And let's go to the questions. Got it, sir. Yes, go to the questions. Go to the practical problems. Now you can see the first problem. In the extra problems, there is only one file that you have as of now, that is valuation under GST. Are you there on that question of Miss Achintya? Yes, very good, very good. Chalo, let's start. Miss a registered supplier in Kochi, has provided following details in respect of her supplies made within intrastate for the month of March. List price of goods, okay, is 3,30,000. Agreed? The items given below from 2 to 5 have not been adjusted in the list price. Okay, so they are not considered in the list price. What will you do with taxes other than GST which are levied on sale of the goods? Will you include or will you exclude the taxes other than GST? Include, yes. Include in this case means you will have to add, because they have not been adjusted in the list price. So please add it. What are you getting right now? 3,30,000 plus 12,500. What about packing expenses charged separately in the invoice? Packing expense also you will have to include. Include means you will have to add in this case. Agreed? Yes. Wonderful. You're telling me clause also, Aditya. That's really nice. For packing expense, incidental expense, it is clause C of subsection 2 of section 15. For taxes other than GST, it is section, yes, 15 subsection 2 clause A. Isn't it? Wonderful. What is to be done with discount of 1% on list price of the goods was provided and it is recorded in the invoice of the goods? You will have to exclude it. Yes. So please exclude it. So 1% you should calculate of 3,30,000, because 3,30,000 is the list price. So isn't it 3,300? Yes. So what you do now is 3,30,000 plus 12,500 plus 10,800 minus 3,300. Did you understand till this point? Yes, no? Yes, wonderful. And lastly, subsidy received from state government. Okay, state government. So it's a subsidy from state government for encouraging women entrepreneurs. What you will do is, for sure, you will exclude. Isn't it? Why you will exclude? Because it is any subsidy, okay, linked to the price of the goods other than central and state government subsidy. So you are supposed to exclude it. So please minus it. It is government subsidy. So what is the final answer that you are getting? Final answer that you are getting is 3,45,000 is the assessable value. Do you agree with me? Yes or no? So this is a probable exam question. Let it be CA intermediate or let it be CS professional. Okay, or let it be CS executive MCQ. It is a probable exam question. If you are getting 345, that's your assessable value. If you are asked to calculate GST, then GST in this case will be, it's given CGST 9%, SGST 9%. So it will be how much? GST will be, calculate, 3,300. What is 3,300? 3,300 is discount. That's why you're telling me discount amount? Yes. GST will be 31,050 each. CGST and SGST. Wonderful. So, will you be able to solve such question? क्या ऐसा सवाल खुद से कर पाओगे? Yes, wonderful, wonderful. How its presentation should be, ये आपको समझ में आएगा. That you will understand when we do second question. Why I'm saying so? Because second question का मैंने डिटेल में सॉल्यूशन दिया है. I have given you solution of second question in detail, right, with the notes. So you don't have to worry कि how the notes have to be written. The way we present the second question, in the same way you should present all the questions. Is the point clear to all of you? Wonderful. Chalo, all set for second question. Don't look at the solution till you entirely solve it. Okay. Shri Krishna Private Limited, registered dealer, furnishes following information relating to goods sold by it to Shri Balaram Private Limited in course of intrastate supply. Price of goods is 1 lakh. Okay. And multiple things are given. Before that, you check what you are saying. Nishigandha, presentation helps means I did not get it. So can you elaborate? Okay. It's given according to GST law, determine value of taxable supply made by Shri Krishna Private Limited. It is given that items in point B to F are not considered while arriving at price of goods given in item A. Okay. By solving with presentation, it helps in more understanding. Okay, Nishigandha ji, but this is not main batch, isn't it? So we will not be doing solving, because in this 3 hours we have to cover along with rules, isn't it? हमारे मेन बैच में तो हम सॉल्व करते ही हैं. इन आवर मेन बैच वी सॉल्व. सो बट इन दिस बैच प्लीज एक्सक्यूज मी फ्रॉम सॉल्विंग बिकॉज I told you the reason. And if you want to practice, here is the solution in depth given to you. Agreed? Nishigandha ji, agreed? Yes, yes. And this what? In CS Professional 24 hours revision batch, we'll be doing solving as well. Okay? So, इसमें क्या मोटो है मेरा कि all CA, CS, CMA students get in touch again with these things, and कुछ उनको कहीं पे block है to understand few things, it gets clear. ये मेरा यहाँ पे intention है. Okay, चलो. Okay. So what will you do with municipal tax? Include or exclude? Municipal tax के साथ क्या करना चाहिए? Include or exclude? Municipal tax should be included. Kashish, it should be included. Why include? It is tax other than GST. What should be done with inspection charges? Inspection charge should be included. Yes. Very good. Municipal tax include as per 15(2)(a). Inspection as per 15(2)(c). What about subsidy from Shriram Trust? What will you do? Yes, you will have to include it. Then what about late fees for delayed payment? Though Shri Balaram Limited made late payment, but these charges were waived off. These charges, mind you, are waived off, so they are not recovered actually. If they are actually recovered, then only you should include. Did you get the point? Yes, very good, Kashish. They will not be included because they are not paid. Yes, even Swati, Anup are saying that they should be not included. Wonderful. Lastly, Shri Balaram Private Limited paid to Radhe Private Limited on behalf of Shri Krishna Private Limited the payment charges. what you should do with such. This is basically inclusion of 15 to B, isn't it? So check. आपका आंसर क्या होना चाहिए? What your answer should be? 1 lakh plus 2000 plus 15,000, correct? Plus 50,000 subsidy because it is other than government subsidy. And lastly, payment charges. So assessable value finally is going to be 1,69,000. Wonderful. आ गया ना answer? Good. It's really nice when you communicate in smileys. I can really see your face. Though I have not seen you, still I can see the happy face. And that happy face means a lot to me. Yes, because marks and all will follow, you know. Yes, so देखो, these are the notes to be written. So whatever, one thing is 15-1 note. 15-1 note is very critical. In all the questions it's common. Okay. Second, you can see 15-2A note, taxes other than GST. 15-2C note, 15-2E, that is for subsidies. 15-2B, that is for payment charges, which are paid by recipient of supply on behalf of supplier. And then 15-D, why we have not included that interest part. Agreed? Did you all understand? Okay. Ankush, very intelligent question. It is given that points B to F were not considered while calculating cost, which means cost is without adjustment of subsidy. Then why is subsidy added again? If subsidy was already deducted, then it should have been added back. Okay, good, very good. If that assumption you are taking, Ankush, then you write a note accordingly. Okay, right now what my interpretation while solving this particular question, what interpretation I have done is that particular subsidy is considered in the price, means actually price of the good should have been 1.5 lakhs. Okay, so that is the point which I have considered and accordingly I have solved. But yes, if you assume otherwise, you can write a note and justify your answer. You will be assessed accordingly. Yes, wonderful. Chalo, can we go to third? Can we go to third question? Yes. So I hope all of you are getting it. One good thing for CA students, CA intermediate students, one good news for you, ये जो है ना questions 15-1, 15-2, 15-3, इसके बाद you may take a leave because rules वाले questions are not in your syllabus. Okay, so before the first break we will complete everything as applicable for CA intermediate. Agreed? After that I'll focus only and only on rules which are at CS professional level and which are to some extent for CS executive also. Okay, CS executive में कभी कभी 1-2 मार्क्स के लिए पूछ लेते हैं, तो CS executive वालों के पास पेशेंस है तो वेट बैक I would suggest, but CA inter surely without doubt you can enjoy. Okay, post 10:30 को फर्स्ट ब्रेक लेंगे, उसके बाद you may not join again if you want. Wonderful. सबको समझ में आ गया ना? क्या बोला मैंने? कुछ डाउट है तो पूछ लो. चलो, let's go ahead. ओके, सो उनके लिए आज का सेशन खत्म हो जाएगा, सीए इंटर वालों के लिए। एंजॉय डेफिनेशन सर, वाह वाह आदित्य जी। एंजॉय मतलब यू फॉरगॉट एंजॉयज डेफिनेशन, वाह वाह, कुछ नहीं याद आएगी अभी। यू आर देयर विथ मी फॉर 9 days, all definitions you will understand soon, you will recollect soon. Chalo, following are the particulars relating to one of the machine sold by SQM Limited to ACD Limited in month of Feb 2020 at list price of 9,50,000 exclusive of taxes and discounts. Further, following additional amounts have been charged from ACD Limited. Municipal charges charged on machine. What will you do with municipal charges charged on machine? Acha, you will add 15 to A, isn't it? सुरभि जी, आपको ऐड करना पड़ेगा। ये ऐड क्यों करना पड़ेगा? Why you have to add this? Because exclusive of taxes and discounts. So any tax is not included currently in the 9,50,000. So you'll have to include. Include means you'll have to add. Is it clear, Surbhi? Yes. समझ में आया ना पक्का? Don't say all right, because only I am asking you to do so. Outward freight charges means transportation charges where contract was to deliver machine at ACD's factory. Yes, you will have to add. Why you will have to add? You will have to add because it is expenses incidental to supply. Very good, Ankush. Very good, Chaitanya. Very good, Prasuna. So till now your answer is 9,50,000 plus 45,000 plus 65,000. प्राची जी, ये थर्ड पार्टी एक्सपेंस ऐसे कुछ मैंने बोला है क्या? Have I said anything like third party expense? Never ever I have said anything like third party expense. Okay, so A, B, C, D, E, it should be from one of the clause if you are adding. And when I am talking about B point, outward freight charges, for me it is an incidental expense. Okay, incidental matlab joined to that supply. To make that supply comfortable, this particular transport charge is incurred. So it is 15 to C. Okay, chalo. Messrs SQM Limited normally gives interest-free credit period of 30 days for payment. After that, it charges interest at 1% per month or part thereof on list price. ACD Limited paid for supply after 45 days, but Messrs SQM waived off the interest payable. अब क्या करोगे इस इंटरेस्ट के साथ? Will you still include or not include? Exactly, you will do nothing because this interest is waived off. Wonderful. बहुत ही मतलब मैच्योर्ड ऑडियंस आ गई है, कुछ टेंशन ही नहीं है, फुल प्रिपेयर्ड आ गए दांडिया खेलने के लिए, राइट? गरबा खेलने के लिए प्रिपेयर्ड आ गए सब लोग पढ़ के। यूजुअली प्रिपेयर मेकअप करके जाते हो। Yes, very good. Messrs SQM Limited received 50,000 as subsidy from one NGO on sale of such machine. The subsidy was not linked to price of machine. When it is not linked to price of machine, will you, is it? Yes, it should not be included. Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Do nothing. Yes. क्या हुआ? यहाँ यूपी में दांडिया नहीं खेलते? No problem. Next time you come down to Maharashtra, go to Gujarat, enjoy. There is no restriction. If you like particular thing, yes, follow it. But if CA is priority, first complete that. Then follow it. Then life is yours. Okay, chalo. Messrs ACD Limited deducted discount of 15,000 at time of final payment, but which was not as per agreement. Will you like to exclude this discount? No. Wonderful, wonderful. Why no? Because it is not as per agreement. The terms of the discount should, yes, the terms of the discount should exist at the time of supply, isn't it? So ये बहुत ही क्रिटिकल क्वेश्चन है. देखो इसमें बहुत अच्छे पॉइंट्स है. Yes or no, Ketki? Then Messrs SQM Limited collected 9,500 as TCS under provisions of Income Tax Act. Yes, तो जब मैंने ये सम्स डिज़ाइन किए हैं, सम सिलेक्ट किए हैं, तो ये देखा है कि हर एक पॉइंट कवर हो जाए. Each of the point is covered in the sum. What? Yes, Aditya, it is intermittent levy and not included. Intermittent levy का मतलब है, what does intermittent levy means, Kashish? Income tax has to be collected from the recipient of supply. Yes or no? For that, right now supplier is collecting some extra amount from recipient of supply and paying it to the government. Okay. Afterwards, government will give credit to recipient of supply. मतलब ऐसे समझ लो, understand like this. Yash, understand like this. I collected from you 9,50,000 for machine plus 9,500 as your income tax. I collected 9,500 as your income tax and deposited with government. Now when you calculate your income tax liability, you will be given credit of 9,500. Means you will pay less income tax to the extent of 9,500. So tell me one very simple thing. Is 9,500 a levy of tax on goods or is it on your income? It is on your income. And further, you will be getting its benefit while paying income tax. To that extent, you will pay less. Means it has nothing to do with this supply. ये तो समझ में आ गया? It has nothing to do with this supply. That's why we are calling it as intermittent levy. Intermittent मतलब बस उस recipient of supply से advance में collect किया है. From recipient of supply it is collected in advance. That's it. So that's why you should what? Yes, ji, I did not understand what you are saying. Achha, okay. Got it. Marathi term you are using, madhyasti. Got it. Chalo, so don't include it. It is not like a municipal tax. It is not like an indirect tax. It is not because of sale of goods. So don't include it. There is a special circular on that. That's why finally what we are doing is 9,50,000 plus 45,000 plus 65,000. Final answer 10,60,000. Is it clear to all of you? Except 1 point for Siddhi and 1 point for whom? Except 1 point for Siddhi and 1 point for Suketa. Fathers, is it clear? 10,60,000. Nisha ji, Nishigandha ji, is it clear? Very good. 2 पॉइंट्स में आपने मुझे इशू बोला एंड ये देखो उस 2 पॉइंट्स बहुत ही स्पेशल है वो. दोज 2 पॉइंट्स आर वेरी स्पेशल. आई हैव ऑलरेडी पुट अ नोट फॉर देम. Subsidy is not included. Why? It was an NGO subsidy, still not included. Why? Because it is not linked with the price of goods. Agreed? क्या अब समझ में आया सबको सब्सिडी का पॉइंट? वंडरफुल वंडरफुल। एंड जो TCS वाला है, the TCS point also I've explained you here. TCS is not to be included as it is an interim levy, not having character of tax. Its credit is given to taxpayer from final income tax liability. Hence it is not a tax as such, but just mode of collecting income tax in advance. क्या सबको समझ में आया? Who had doubt of this? Siddhi, did you understand? Yes. And who had asked me about subsidy? Did you understand about subsidy now? Sukheta. Yes, wonderful. Wonderful. So I hope friends it's going good for all of you. Yes, very good. Okay, so CA intermediate students don't cover question number 4, question number 5, question number 6, 7, 8, 9. Congratulations. Don't cover any of these questions. Just cover till third question. CA intermediate students. Is it clear? Yes, wonderful. But रुक जाओ, 7-8 minutes रुक जाओ. Wait for 7-8 minutes. We'll do some additional questions, few more questions, and then you can go. I have given you main notes. You can open main notes. In the folder I have given you main notes. Can you see main notes? Can you open main notes? In the main notes, go to the questions of valuation. बहुत questions दिखेंगे आपको. दिखे? ऑफ कोर्स जिन्होंने मेन बैच किया उनके लिए रिपीट होंगे ये. एक दो करेंगे. विल डू 1-2 बिकॉज I want to drive home one point. One more thing I would like to tell you. इसके solutions भी दिए हुए हैं. You will get one file called as class discussions. You can open class discussions. You can open discussions Navratri batch. In that you will find दिखा एक एक्सेल फाइल दिखा. Did you see one Excel file? In that you will get अच्छा उसमें रूल्स के सॉल्यूशंस होंगे. एनीवेज ये थोड़ा डिस्कस कर लेते हैं. इसमें मैं इसके भी सॉल्यूशंस डालता हूँ. चलो बट क्वेश्चंस देख लेते हैं आज. सॉल्यूशन डिस्कस कर लेते हैं. ऑर्गेनाइज फॉर्म में कर दूंगा ये सॉल्यूशंस. देखो, फ्रॉम फॉलोइंग इंफॉर्मेशन डिटरमाइन वैल्यू ऑफ टैक्सेबल सप्लाई एज पर प्रोविजंस ऑफ सेक्शन 15 ऑफ CGST एक्ट. ये मुझे ये एक क्वेश्चन डिस्कस करना है कंपल्सरीली. व्हाई यू विल अंडरस्टैंड. व्हाट इज द कॉन्ट्रैक्टेड वैल्यू ऑफ सप्लाई ऑफ गुड्स. पेज 64 पे है. पेज 64 पे है ये. What is the contracted value of supply of goods? 11 lakhs. Wonderful. But मैं ये क्वेश्चन क्यों करने को बोल रहा हूँ. नेक्स्ट लाइन क्या दिया हुआ है. What is given in next line? Contracted value of supply includes the following. It includes the following. So it includes cost of primary packing. What should you do with cost of primary packing? This is not part of recorded CA batch. Ankush ji, this is not part of recorded CA batch. So don't worry about it. Right now I have sent this to you. Right now if you can access it, wonderful. मैंने आपको जो लिंक भेजा है व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप पे, you please access it with that. अच्छा, what will you do with cost of primary packing? Do nothing. Wonderful. It's an inclusion, but don't do anything because it is already included. Very good explanation. Yes, Kashish, Prachi, Surbhi, Ketki, आस्था, अनुप, चैतन्य, बहुत ही बढ़िया आंसर दिया आपने. यस, इवन आदित्य. यस आदित्य, मैं बोलता हूँ आपको क्या करना है उसका. कॉस्ट ऑफ प्रोटेक्टिव पैकिंग. What you should do with cost of protective packing at recipient's request for safe transport? This 15,000 is also already included. My dear friends, it is also already included. So don't do anything. Got it? Yes, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Yes. What about design and engineering charges? Design and engineering charges, same. Wonderful. What will you do with commission paid to agent by recipient on instruction of supplier? Include commission paid to agent, मतलब 11 lakh apart from 11 lakh I have paid commission on instruction of supplier to the agent. Please add this 5,000. And what about freight and insurance charges paid by recipient on behalf of supplier? Include. So again you will add. ये आ गया ना, other information के नीचे आ गया ना. It's not forming part of that 11 lakh. So what will you do? This 5 and 75 you will add. So what's your answer at this point? At this point is your answer 11,80,000. Wonderful. But how is 11,80,000? कैसा है 11,80,000? 11,80,000 is including GST. ये समझ लो that it is including GST. So 11,80,000 is equal to 118. That is 100 plus 18. So what is 18? Rutvika, calculate what is 18. 11,80,000 is equal to 118. So 18 is what? So we are doing cross multiplication. 11,80,000 into 18 upon 118. Yes, so 1,80,000. Wonderful. So exclude 1,80,000 and tell me what is your final assessable value. It is 10 lakh rupees. Kashish ji has a doubt. Kashish, I know your doubt. Kashish has a doubt. I'll tell you the doubt, Kashish. Then you tell me whether I am saying it correct or not. Doubt of Kashish is that, sir, 11 lakh is including 18% GST. Then why are we saying 11,80,000 is including 18% GST? Is that your doubt, Kashish? That's your doubt. Yes. So understand and see how is my quotation of price to you. My quotation of price to you is including GST. Do you agree with me? How I am quoting the price to you? If I am the supplier, you are recipient of supply, how am I quoting the price to you? Including GST, isn't it? Yes. So now after few days I called you and I told you that pay on my behalf 80,000 rupees. So will I tell you that on that 80 pay me GST separately? Already how is the quotation? Already quotation is all inclusive of GST. Yes or no? Yes. Kashish? Yes or no? Quotation is including GST, and now I am saying that you pay 5 and 75 on my behalf. It's right. Already quoted 11 lakh is fine, including GST. Absolutely correct. But over and above that, I am asking you to pay 80,000 on my behalf. Yes or no? So what is the chance that I will ask you to pay me GST extra on that 80,000? What is the chance that I will tell you pay 80 to my creditor and on that whatever is GST paid to me? उसका चांस बहुत ही लेस है, negligible है. Chance of that is negligible, isn't it? Because always how I am quoting? Always I am quoting including GST. So this 5 and 75 you will pay on my behalf. That's it. Not pay extra GST on it to me. So indirectly can I say full 11 lakh 80,000 is including GST? Yes. That's why this working. Agreed? Wonderful. I think बहुत लोगों को डाउट था, उनका डाउट ये सॉल्व हो गया. अच्छा, Prasunna also had this doubt. Now it is clear for her also. Aditya also had this doubt. I was sensing that. So it's clear for him also now. Wonderful, wonderful. Well done, friends. So I think you enjoyed this first part of day 1. मजा आया कि नहीं? Did you enjoy? Is it value addition? सोचो ऐसे और 8.5 सेशंस होने वाले. There are such 8.5 more sessions. Why I'm saying 8.5? Because it's 20 to 36 right now. We are going to meet back at say nahi, exactly 20 to 50. When we meet back at 20 to 50, we'll continue till 12 midnight. Okay, I'll almost say you good morning and then you will go off to sleep. Okay, not allowed to do before that. And so today's 0.5 session and next 8 nights. Correct? So you will gain a lot. I am quite sure about that. And that is our, aim. So obviously you spread this word to your friends also that such sessions are happening. Okay. So if I would say, we should see to it that 100% things get clear. But even if 80-85% of the things click to you, okay, and you are able to present them properly in the exam, it's going to make a huge impact in your tax paper. Remember that. So these 9 days are filled with extraordinary energy around you. We should make maximum of it by, giving a push to this subject. Yes. Chalo friends, so I'll see you at 20 to 50. Okay, exactly after next 13 minutes. So I'm ending the meeting. Okay, I will do one thing. We'll keep the meeting on only, but maybe I'll not be there in a screen. Yes, what should CA intermediate students do? Good night from my end for CA intermediate students, because we are going to do valuation rules not applicable for you. So all students except CA intermediate, I'll see you at 20 to 50. Bye bye.